So I was reading the news this morning and I discovered this awesome little interactive map. You can see as you hover over things, the little pop-ups come up. I'm going over fast for a reason, but I'll get into this in a second. But one of the things I noticed on here, this scale, this is the county rate of coronavirus in the US. There's an awful lot of white in here, which as you can see means 0 cases. And a vast, huge section of the United States county level is showing no cases at all. But what got me really interested in this is the scale goes from 0 to 180,216. You can see that right here at the top. Now, a normal person looking at this scale would probably assume that that means that each one of these goes up in a linear fashion, so that you can actually tell by the colors that you're looking at how severe the cases are. There are 11 dots up here, so let's just see if we put in 180,216, divide that by 11 dots. Each dot would represent an increase of 16,383 cases. We can round it to 84, even though rounding it would round down. Doesn't matter. It's more than 16,000 per shade if you're looking at that scale going from 0 to 180,000. Now, I happen to live in El Paso County in Colorado. And if you know where El Paso County is, it's right here. It's pretty dark on this scale, but when you look at it, there's 1,079 confirmed cases of coronavirus. 1,000. This shade is probably up in this area, midway through this, in severity. But there's only 1,079 cases. There should be 16,000 just to get you to that first dot, right? And it gets even worse when you consider Wyoming here. Wyoming, this county here, has 168, and look how dark that is shaded at 168 confirmed cases. And in fact, if we switch over to the state view really quick, you can look, Wyoming only has 635 in the entire state, okay? But it's got a county that is shaded that dark on here. And even if you look over at some of these darker counties over here, like Plymouth County in Massachusetts, it has 6,000 cases. It's this really dark red. And hovering around, I mean, there's a lot of these really dark counties over here because, again, there's going to be a lot in there. And when you get into New York, for example, there's going to be a ton. Like you have 35,000 right here in Suffolk County, New York, right? So it makes sense that there's going to be red, and over in here in Los Angeles County, it's going to be red. But this dark color here is nowhere near 180,216 when we're looking at this. Even though on the scale, it's going to be right up in here. I don't think this is the darkest dot. I think it's the one right below it. But still, 29,000 is a huge drop off from 180,000. Yeah, if you just look at this map, it looks like it's a huge number of people across the entire United States. The county by county numbers are actually minuscule in comparison to this scale that they're giving us to make it look like it's a whole bunch worse than it actually is. The question you have to ask is, why are they misleading you with this map? Why aren't they giving you the accurate state by state, county by county numbers shaded the way they're supposed to look if it's on a linear scale like you would assume it is? They made up the scale so that everything is right here in the dark end and everything is skewed towards going dark. All of these counties really should be far, far, far down this scale with these light shades of pink, with only a couple of really bad counties that would be darker red up in the New England area and in LA, the huge urban centers where you would expect it to be because that's where it actually is. So again, I ask, why are they misleading with the way this map is showing the data? There's no reason for people to lie to us about what's going on. The pandemic is severe enough that you can be honest with what it is. You don't have to inflate anything. So why are they?